Hey, welcome. Mostly colleagues. But also my parents are here. And hello.
Hi.
Great, thanks for coming. Thanks in the back. You guys here okay?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. What a great space. What a lovely space. So, we are the PhD candidates in community music and music therapy. And this is the inaugural year that Laurier is offering these distinctions. So we're pretty excited to be here. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. We're really happy to share some music with you. We're raising money for our respective research centers, and many of us have papers that will be presenting at different conferences this year, which is pretty exciting. But also costs money to go to these things. So we're hoping to raise some support for our travel so that we can disseminate this information far and wide. So thanks again, the three of you. The whole burden of this does not land on you. It's really important as well that we recognize that we're on the traditional home of the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe, the Shinoan peoples. And we're in a space called the Haldeman Tract, and this is an area 6 miles on either side of the Grand River that was promised to the Haudenosaunee. And the traditional landowners, stewards of this land, really have very little access to this land, as well as very little agency. But it's important that we spend some time to kind of meditate and think upon the ongoing contributions of Indigenous peoples in this area. And partly that affects the way that we do our work here in this institution and other institutions in which we work. So we want to do things in a good way as we think about how we work, how we interact, how we study, and how we make music on this land. That is very important. So thank you very much for considering the importance of the land in which we're on. There are some paintings available in the back for silent auction. These paintings were made by children, and they are meditations on 4 seasons. There's silent auction sheets that are available, as well as a QR code and a URL as well if you want to donate directly to our research centers. So we have a really exciting series of music for you today. We are also available if you want to chat with us afterwards about anything that's going on. I'm going to play a little bit of music throughout as I MC. I was thinking, like, what kind of pieces of music could I choose? And I've decided to choose the original pieces that I wrote that I think would be most interesting to music therapists. Right? So with the most bonkers imagery, the weirdest ones. So we'll play this, and you guys don't have to comment on them, but you'll know that I wrote these songs that will forever change how you. So right off the top, let's welcome Damien Kokotek and Larissa to the stage, and we'll get going with that program.
A little bit the inspiration of why we're playing here. For my personal experience as a professor, I don't get to perform much, and yet I want to be connected to the music and practice as much as I can. So every time I have an opportunity to perform, then it pushes me to really play and practice. And also as a music therapist, I would do this so I can bring the music that I'm practicing at the moment and I'm engaging in the moment into my session and into my improvisation. So I hope you enjoy, and thank you.
Syrinx by Claude Debussy, is that correct?
Yeah, sure.
I think that my dad had a record by a band named Syrinx growing up. Is that
Yeah.
true? Yeah, seems like a real like weird note there. Maybe still have it. Okay, so I'm sure you're not going to play that, but something
You
like
never
that.
know.
Okay.
Lucy might have written something similar.
You know what? You can like ask my father later.
Yes.
I'm just trying to make connections.
I would love to hear it. And like maybe we can jam sometime. Yeah, let's do it. All right. So yes, this is called Syrinx by Debussy. When I was choosing what I would play today, I thought about a piece that just brings me joy. I love playing this piece. It's a lot of fun. To give a little bit of context, Syrinx is from the Greek god Pan. So Pan, if you think of Pan flute, by Edward Reeds, Pan's flute was called Syrinx. So Pan is a Greek god who is associated, ironically, with spring. Mother Nature has played a trick on us, and this is not
Spring.
Yeah, very, very
Spring in
spring.
Canada.
Yes, yes. Welcome to spring in Canada. Pan was also a half goat, half human. I think that's called a faun, F-A-U-N. So playful, kind of trickster creature that would be frolicking in a meadow, probably with sunshine and flowers, and not gray skies and snow. I love this too, but right now imagine yourself in sunshine and flowers type of spring. individual in this moment takes a moment to think about past loves, past joys. They can smell in the air the scent of their loved one. It's very beautiful yet sad. And now I'm going to pull in the rat music, because in the rat music seminar we talked about minor being sad. But is it always sad? I don't know that it's always sad. I think there can be a beauty. I think that all of our emotions that we have are valid, and that it's worth taking a moment to kind of live in those feelings and recall these memories, because as therapists, right, we know how important it is to connect to your past and to acknowledge maybe what's happened and find the beauty in that. So, stay with me. I'm going to sing through once, and then we're going to do a little bit of participation, okay? Okay, but stay with me, stay with me. Okay, now I will begin for a silence.
Parfum It's this, but it's also something different. It's about the experiencing of the music for the client. I think it is about the beauty of the composition of the piece, but it's also the impact of the vibration that is happening at the time of the music, its connections to music and colors and sounds. So, tell you what, I invite you up. You're just such a cozy little group. If you'd like to come up, I'm going to sing it again, but this time, if you wanted to be beside me or near the piano, we could try that, okay? And then I'm going to start you off wherever you are with a little bit of an entry or a little bit of a setup for you to imagine yourself in this beautiful space outside at night with the beautiful stars twinkling. So we're going to have some guided imagery as well in this version. So would you guys to come up? Would you like to join me? Only if it suits you. There's no obligation. I think there is a difference. And sometimes when I'm singing, I'll actually sometimes kids will put their hands here if they're learning to speak again after having an accident. So feeling the vibration is so important. Yeah? Okay, so now we're in our spots and we're feeling very comfortable, yes. So perhaps wherever you are, if you can find a comfortable way to stand and let the
Songs that have been written with individuals navigating end of life, with their families or with communities, and as part of my work over the past decade and a half, I've had the real privilege of coming alongside and collaborating with individuals and groups writing songs about their experience. And so I'd like to share a couple of those with you today that I have been given permission to share. One of the clients just has given blanket permission wherever, coffee shops, and just he wants his story to be shared and as an encouragement to those who are perhaps navigating different transformations in life. So let me tell you a little bit about Ray before I share the song with you. Ray was an individual that I spent some time with in hospice. He came into hospice. He had been an English teacher. He had written some poetry, and when I first met him, he was interested in the concept of writing songs or putting some of his words to music, and invited me on this journey with him. And as he was processing the end of his life, he began to write about and talk with me in our sessions about the transformation that he felt he was going through and the transformation that he anticipated to come. And so I also just want to let you know, since a couple of these songs are taken from work in end-of-life care, there is an emotional quality perhaps attached to it that I also want you to be aware for yourself and check in with yourselves. And I might cry as I'm sharing them, and that's okay. So that's also why I wear clothing that can easily this song, as Ray and I wrote it, he would contribute the lyrics. I would give him some musical options, chord progressions, and he would edit it as we went. And he would sometimes begin to conduct it. And what you'll notice his song is that he wanted to paint a picture through his words about what he felt his transformation was and would be like. So the song is called Colorfly. Let me weave you a story of the butterfly, of a life transformed from one to another. The passage not easy, but new life there awaits, metamorphosis to a color fly. The sun gives freedom, warms the wings of the chrysalid, anticipating breaking out from where it's been, dispensing its shackled body, the one it was trapped inside, wings outstretched and ready, rings outstretched and ready for the flight, for the flight, flying in the wind, flying in the wind, flying in the wind, flying, dancing on the wind. Stretching out, pushing off, finding the rhythm of the flight, searching for its place in the sun, feeling freedom and triumph, fresh in its new body, the wonder of the warmth on its wings, flying in the wind, flying in the wind, flying in the wind, flying, dancing on the wind. As your skies beckon me, call to me, be free. As your skies beckon me, where will the wind carry me? Thank you for letting me share music with you. The next one is one that you may know and sort of carries on this theme of transformation, but for our families come to kind of signify the inner transformation. I'm going to get emotional here, it's okay, of caring for special, complex medical needs, and the reality of that inner transformation to recognize the beauty in everyday, the beauty in the simplicity, the beauty in connection, the beauty in ordinary miracles. And so the ordinary miracles of every day that sometimes we forget to notice. And my son makes me notice those. And so I'm going to move over to the piano to play. I invite you to sing with me if you know the song, partly because as I'm crying, my voice is but also I welcome you to sing in harmony or to just reflect on the reminders to recognize the beautiful and the wondrous in the ordinary. She was in her 40s and had twin boys and was in hospice with end-stage cancer. Her and her sister was helping to take care of her, and Maggie had written a lot of poetry. She initially came in wanting me to put music to her poetry, and then decided as her illness progressed that it was time to write a song for her sons. And so this is, at this point Maggie was quite weak, but her and her sister decided that they would write it together, that the sister would help document her lyrics, and then again they asked me to bring in some options for music, and this is what they chose to accompany the lyrics for her sons. And so this song is called Tribute, and it speaks of love that endures beyond the grave.
Take And I have two pieces to share with you today, and the first one is a Karelian song. As I was thinking a lot about the experience of reflecting on the use of music to reach back into our sort of familial or cultural histories and interpret and appreciate all of those wonderful things. And I know that I've been looking a lot back into my own family's history on my mother's side in Karelia, and so last year I had taken a workshop with a traditional Karelian folk song singer from Finland, and she taught, this was one of the songs she taught us, and so I thought I would share it with you today. So it is called Itkunechit, and it is in Karelian, and the story is about a maiden who has escaped the gallows, and she calls to her father, and he's too busy to go get her out with the boats. She calls to her mother, and also too busy out with the boats, and finally, thank goodness, her lover comes to rescue her. I'm going to do one more little tune for you. This is one that I thought I would share. It's I teach a lot of ukulele in the community, and I have a ukulele orchestra program in its 10th year in Guelph, Royal City Ukulele Orchestra or Ensemble, and And we do a lot of music making together from across genres and time periods and all kinds of different tunes that we love to learn and perform and share in the community. And this one in particular is a fun one that we do, especially because even though it was sort of written in the early 20th century, it had a revival later in the 20th century by George Harrison, who also was a huge ukulele aficionado, and he made this popular again, and particularly on the ukulele scene. So all the ukulele players love that George Harrison brought this tune back. So it's kind of cool to think about sort of the lineages of music making across time and how we can pull back all of these tunes from history. So this is a tune called Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea. Oh, and it has a little part that I need your help with at the end. There'll be a moment near the end where there's a break, and right afterwards I will sing the devil and the deep, and then I'll need you to sing that back to me, the devil and the deep, okay? I think you can handle that, right? You can do that. I'll try and give you that nod. All right.
And he sounds like a really great therapist. People are getting a lot out of this work. So I thought, well, I should go see Nick. This sounds like I like these people. They're enjoying their experience with this therapist. So I called, you know, I talked to the receptionist. It's really busy. He's got a lot of people. And I'm like, oh, I know. I keep meeting all these people. He's got a full slate of people. So I'm like, well, I'll call back. You know, I think therapy is good. I should be in therapy. I'd like to be in therapy. I'd like to talk to this guy Nick. So I keep calling back, but I never get past the receptionist. I met a person who, you know, who works like in the film industry, and he was saying, like, I don't have a lot of time, but I met this guy Nick. I can kind of see him on the fly. You know, he always seems to have time for me. And I was like, this guy that I can't see. And so I did successfully to get into therapy to see Nick. And I've started to think that maybe Nick can't see me because all these men I know have been traumatized by me and are working through their problems with Nick. So this is my current theory, and it drives a lot of my insecurity, but also I hope helps me to create some great art. So again, for comedic effect, I'm going to play a couple of songs about dreams. This has got a real bonkers middle eight that deserves some analysis. I'll try to play some songs my parents haven't heard too much. This is called In Our Dreams. Come in here, I see you. You can't hide in shadows. From shadows, you have to hide. In the light, come in here, I see you. You're troubled, I'm troubled too. Wipe that look off your face. Onto my fallen sleep, and I am falling asleep next to me in our dreams, where we will see the light again. In our dreams, we swing from the chandelier. In our dreams, we make it out alive. It's alright. It is kind of punky song, Larissa. And I am falling asleep next to me in our dreams, where we will see the light again. 'Cause in our dreams, we swing from the chandelier. In our dreams, we make it out alive. It's alright. Little white people move, nobody can hold them, nobody can hold them, nobody can hold them. I can see my teeth move. They rattle in my skull. New Gap School, New Gap School, New Gap School, yeah, and I can see my teeth move. Little white people move. God, I pray, intercede in my face, break my jaw to fix my place. In our dreams, we swing from the chandelier. In our dreams, we make it out alive. In our dreams, we make it out alive. It's alright.